One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Larson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Quick release by the QB. Turning it on. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that play.
They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on third and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. It's a running room. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Indiana! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. He's got an open man. He's into the open down the middle. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's got the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Motion from the back. This is a designed run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quick strike complete. And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Montgomery. Makes the catch. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's just the force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Looking downfield on first down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Back to pass, it's Montgomery. And they're not quite in rhythm there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. They're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the option. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. He's looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Montgomery. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get to him as he throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. The 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll test the right side. Powers through the defender. Got enough for the first down. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Slithers into space. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Montgomery. Swings it out to his running back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, They got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Has the ball and ready to get moving. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
Way to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up 14 over Maryland. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Back to throw, it's Montgomery. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you You can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Scanning the field, it's Montgomery. Here's the heat. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Leaves it with the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Toss sweep to the right. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Wilkins. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Let's go!
Sends it back in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for it.
Punt is on its way. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to pass. It's Montgomery. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the fourth quarter. Nice execution by this defense. And this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal.
Easy. Clear.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up by 15 over Florida. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Sends the offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. But close to the marker, it's Barker. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Works the middle of the field. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the run. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous play. A late touchdown.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On third down, he drops to throw. Swings it out to the flat. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking for a man, it's Montgomery. Catch in the middle, it's Barker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working the middle. A quick tackle made, and he's got plenty for the first down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Fires to the right. Got his man. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Come on, set.
Going to swing it on second down. Unleashes one deep. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it.